Hey there, my friend. Let's talk about something that's been on every Cowboys fan's mind lately, Mike McCarthy's future with our team. The closer we get to the end of the season, the more mysterious this situation becomes. Think about it, after 3 painful playoff exits, it seemed like McCarthy's time in Dallas was ticking away. Remember that brutal loss to the 7-seed Packers last January? It felt like the final nail in the coffin. But now, suddenly, the narrative has shifted. Dak Prescott and Micah Parsons are speaking out in support of him, practically campaigning for his return. Even Jerry and Stephen Jones have chimed in with praise for McCarthy. And let's not forget Troy Aikman going on live radio saying he expects McCarthy back in 2025. So, what's really going on here? Is McCarthy staying, or is this just another twist in the Cowboys' never-ending drama? Here's where things get interesting. McCarthy's contract is set to expire. That means the decision isn't entirely up to Jerry Jones and the front office. It's also in McCarthy's hands. Could he take control of his future and walk away from Dallas on his own terms? Before we dive deeper, let me know in the comments, do you think McCarthy deserves another shot, or is it time to move on? While you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. We're aiming for 12,000 subscribers, and your support means the world to us. Alright, let's dig a little deeper into what's really happening. Here, the Cowboys find themselves in a tricky position. Sure, they could bring McCarthy back, but you and I both know this isn't the kind of decision they'll rush into. Jerry and the front office are likely waiting for the season to end before making their call. It's smart. In a way, they'll evaluate McCarthy's performance with a clear head, especially considering how chaotic things have been. But here's the twist. McCarthy isn't just waiting around for their decision. His contract is running out, and that gives him a unique opportunity to take matters into his own hands. Think about it. What if McCarthy decides to walk away? This isn't just about whether the Cowboys want him back. It's also about whether he wants to stay. Coaching under Jerry Jones is no walk in the park, and McCarthy might see greener pastures elsewhere. Let me ask you this. If you were in McCarthy's shoes, would you stick with the Cowboys or take a fresh start somewhere else? Drop your answer in the comments, and let's see what everyone thinks. Maybe even take a moment to vote, stay in Dallas, or move on. While you're thinking about that, don't forget to subscribe and help us reach our goal of 12,000 subscribers. Tap that notification bell too, so you don't miss any of our Cowboys updates. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Imagine this, Mike McCarthy coaching the Chicago Bears. Crazy, right? But hear me out, the scenario might not be as far-fetched as it seems. The Bears have a young, promising quarterback in Caleb Williams. They're clearly looking for a coach who can guide his development. McCarthy, for all the criticism he's faced, has a proven track record with quarterbacks. Think about it. Aaron Rodgers became an MVP-caliber player under his guidance, and Dak Prescott had the best season of his career in 2023, nearly winning MVP himself. But why the Bears? Well, they've made unconventional hires before, like Matt Eberflus, who wasn't exactly the obvious choice at the time, and if they're looking for a safe option to turn the team into a contender, McCarthy fits that bill. He's not flashy, but he's consistent. 12 wins in 3 consecutive seasons with the Cowboys proves that. Plus, McCarthy knows the NFC North like the back of his hand. His years with the Packers give him an edge. His offensive philosophy might be just what the Bears need to become relevant again. Now, let's flip the question. Would McCarthy be interested in Chicago? It's no secret he loves the Midwest, and being just a short drive from Wisconsin might feel like a homecoming. Add to that the chance to escape the constant pressure of working under Jerry Jones, and you've got a pretty compelling case. What do you think? Would the Bears make a good fit for McCarthy? Or do you see another team coming into the picture? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Maybe we should run a poll. McCarthy to the Bears, yes or no? While you're here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Your support keeps us going, and we're counting on you to help us hit 12,000 subscribers. Let's shift gears a little and talk about something more personal, Mike McCarthy's deep connection to the Midwest. You might not think it matters much when it comes to coaching decisions, but trust me, it does. McCarthy has always been vocal about his love for Wisconsin, the surrounding region. Even during his time with the Cowboys, he's talked about how special it is to him. Think back to 2022, when the Cowboys played at Lambeau Field. He couldn't stop talking about how much he admires the people and the culture of the Midwest, how it reminds him of Texas with its emphasis on family, friends, and the great outdoors. Now, imagine this. McCarthy gets an offer to coach in Chicago. It's just a 3-hour drive from Wisconsin, practically his backyard. For a guy who values family time as much as he does, being closer to home could be a huge factor. Let's be real for a second. Coaching in Dallas is no easy ride. Between Jerry Jones' larger-than-life presence and the constant pressure to win, it's a high-stress job. McCarthy might see Chicago as a chance to hit the reset button while staying in a region he loves. But there's another layer here. McCarthy's built strong relationships in Dallas, especially with the players. Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and Micah Parsons have all rallied behind him this season, and you can't overlook how much that loyalty might mean to him. Walking away from that isn't a decision he'd take lightly. So, what's your take? Would McCarthy's love for the Midwest outweigh his loyalty to the Cowboys? Let me know in the comments. And while you're at it, Tell me this, if McCarthy leaves, who do you think should be the next Cowboys head coach? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. We're closing in on our goal of 12,000 subscribers, and with your help, we can get there. Alright, let's talk about something that might be the deciding factor in all of this, the relationships Mike McCarthy has built with the Cowboys players. You and I both know that football isn't just about stats and wins, it's about trust, camaraderie, and loyalty. Look at how the team has rallied behind McCarthy this season. Dak Prescott has publicly expressed his support, calling for his return. Micah Parsons, with all his fire and passion, has been vocal too. Even ceedee Lamb, despite battling through a painful shoulder injury, has shown he's all in for this team and its coach. These aren't just players, they're leaders, and their backing speaks volumes. But it's not just about the stars. McCarthy has created a culture in that locker room that players want to fight for. Remember Parsons' emotional outburst after the Bengals game? That wasn't just frustration, it was a sign of how much this team believes in what they're building, even in a tough season like this one. Now, here's the dilemma. Does McCarthy value these bonds enough to stay in Dallas, even with the challenges that come with working for Jerry Jones? Or will he decide it's time to move on, knowing he can't recreate the same level of loyalty and trust elsewhere? What do you think? If you were in McCarthy's shoes, would you stay for the team or take the chance to start fresh? Drop your answer in the comments. Let's get a conversation going. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. We've got plenty more Cowboys news and updates coming your way, and we'd love to have you along for the ride as we push toward 12,000 subscribers. Here we are, the final stretch of our discussion, and the big question still looms. What does the future hold for the Dallas Cowboys and Mike McCarthy? If McCarthy stays, it signals continuity, a chance to build on the foundation he's laid, to refine the team's strategies, and to push for that elusive Super Bowl run. After all, 3 consecutive 12-win seasons weren't a fluke. McCarthy's leadership has brought a level of stability that's hard to ignore. But if he leaves, it can mark the beginning of a new era in Dallas. The front office would have to face tough decisions about finding the right coach to take the reins. Someone who can handle the immense pressure, navigate Jerry Jones' expectations, and bring out the best in a team that has all the talent to win big. And let's not forget what this decision means for the players. Would Dak Prescott maintain his confidence with a new head coach? Would Micah Parsons continue to be the defensive force we know he can be? These are questions that only time will answer. Here's where you come in. What do you think is the best path forward for the Cowboys? Should McCarthy stay and finish what he started, or is it time for a fresh start with new leadership? Let me know in the comments. Better yet, let's take a vote. Team McCarthy, or time for change? Before we wrap up, I want to thank you for being part of this conversation. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and tap the notification bell. We're so close to hitting our goal of 12,000 subscribers, and your support means the world to us. Stay tuned for more updates, debates, and in-depth discussions about our Dallas Cowboys. Whatever happens next, one thing's for sure, being a Cowboys fan is never boring. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.